I guess going off of the whole unfortunate nature of people just being mean to Charlie Stramel, one saving grace as we pivot here into a little bit of prospect discussion for the Minnesota Wild farm system. Mateo asks, we were having a debate on Heidt's eligibility for the AHL because he has 4 years, including a COVID year, but isn't 20. Can he make the jump next year?
I had to actually pull that up because I remember asking someone the same question about Lambos, because Lambos, when before Wenatchee was Winnipeg, and before Winnipeg, before that, they were Kootenay. He had like 4 games 1 year as a 15, 16-year-old. Yeah. And I was like, does that count? Because after that, technically would have made, I think last year, that would have made him eligible for the AHL last year. I think that was the timeline at this point. I can't even fucking remember. But I mean, yeah, this is year 4. So like, I want to say in theory, yeah, he could make the jump next year to the AHL should he choose. There have been so many, this is specifically an Iowa thing. Like the last 3 or 4 years, I get so excited about like the youth movement in Iowa, and it legitimately never happens. And then this year it happens, and they need half of the fucking team in Minnesota because everyone gets hurt. Then Minnesota gets like half healthy again. They all go back down to Iowa, and they all get hurt. So it's just like, this is fucking unbelievable. I can't have 1 year of the full-on youth movement. The other day they did have I think the oldest defenseman in the game was like 25, and I was like, oh, this rules. This is fun. I think they lost like 8-0. So, I mean, it didn't go well, but every year I keep hyping up. I'm like, this is going to be awesome. All the fucking like the youth movement in Iowa, finally don't have to like throw Brandon Baddock on the ice for like 20 minutes for him to like punch a ref in the face. Like, I can't wait. And then it just doesn't happen. So, but there's a little bit more of a youth movement this year, a little bit. Shout out Jake Lucchini, by the way. That was a sneaky good AHL signing who has now had the opportunity to play in a couple NHL games. Very happy for him. He's been incredible in Iowa.
Go Lucchini. I love the name.
Great name. Would have been a honorable mention all name team if we were doing this as draft year. Honorable mention.
No. At a minimum.
Nothing like a good old, just like normal ass first name with a cool ass last name. Like those guys, they're pretty cool. Big fan of that.
I actually think it's way cooler if it's the reverse. If you have like just a bizarro world first name and then it's like Smith, Johnson.
What if it just keeping this, draft related? My draft son. What if it was like Michael Bronseg Smith? I think that was. The hyphenated part is just, that's why did we do that? Why the fuck did we do this? Just make that his middle name. All right, whatever. That would be pretty. I would like that. I don't know if I've ever seen that though. Just an idea. Just gonna throw it out there for.
I drew a blue duck because I've never seen a blue duck before, and I wanted to see a blue duck.
I never thought I would hear that again. Not on a Pocky podcast, anyway.
Oh, full of surprises.